there's a lot of hitboxes that are just kinda almost there, but then you realize that they're not perfect. Everything I say is based on my own opinions and experience. I'm not speaking for the public, and my feedback should be treated as such. You are watching Nico Evaluates. With 25 years of experience on Mega Man games, 7 years of doing the No Miss Buster Only challenge, and countless Snupster Races, as well as being the QA tester for Mega Man Unlimited, I'm here to tell you my honest opinion on different Mega Man games. So sit tight and learn. Hello people and welcome back to Nico Evaluates Mega Man 6. Now we have the adapters, so we pretty much have free range, but let's go in order here and go Blizzard Wind, I believe. And in order I mean let's go to the beat stages at the end. I always thought that Blizzard Man had a vagina. The sprite is extremely weird how they did it. Plant Barrier takes too much weapon energy. I think that's the problem. It's not... It's a good shield, it blocks bullets and such, but I just don't think it's good enough because the weapon energy consumption is so high. Other than that, it's fine. The jet adapter though, it's pretty fun. Let's show the animation, I skipped it. Alright, here's the animation. The animations are okay, they're just not necessary. They take way too long in my opinion. So you hold down jump and you can fly for a moment. I mean, come on, it's a fun item. I don't think these adapters make you miss Rush. Maybe Rush Jet, but the game doesn't really need it. It was built around the adapters. It's a nice breath of fresh air in my opinion. Nice interaction to the time bomb here. And the stage has just begun. The checkpoint is right there. Don't think you're gonna die there. So now that you have the jet adapter, you can get the weapon energy, which is kinda strange. Why the hell do you have a weapon energy right at the start of a stage? It does nothing there. Why not have something meaningful? Have a 1-up there or something. That doesn't make any sense. Can you get that by slide jumping? I just realized the problem there, you can't slide jump. I'm a dumbass. Or is the game a dumbass? I like the seals. Nice animation on them. Exactly what I've always talked about. Animate your enemies. That's the way to do it. So you learn the pulsating effect and how long it takes. I like it. And even when it shoots it out, it stops for a moment. There's a little pause. It's very nice. Here's your chance to use the Flame Blast for that 1-up. But then, here's your problem. How are you gonna make your way out if you don't have the jet adapter? You just have to get lucky with this jump otherwise. And this enemy is coming at you at the same time. Kind of a punishment. It's a high risk but a nice reward system. Get a 1-up but risk dying. I think that's nice. Even though it is a bit cheap, but the concept is still there. Huh. We lost some audio tracks there for some reason. I'm not sure if you heard that. So that enemy down there is so close to the edge. Fuck you over, but if you get up here it's a lot easier and you get energy as a result. There's something there as well. You can break that block. I believe it's just a 1-up or something. Or an E-tank, I can't remember. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter! That screen is not so great because you have to know that that's there. You have to use the jet adapter pretty much instantly. Unless you hug their left wall, but then again you have to know about it. Good introductions all around here. And again, if you have the Flame Blast, get yourself an E-tank. Good reason to revisit the stage in my opinion if you want. Oh, that's my bad. So the charge really is not viable in this game. It's a nice tool to have, but in most cases not worth waiting to charge for. Don't think there's anything behind this block. So here's where you punish the player a bit needlessly. You make the player wanna slide under this shield attacker, and when they do, you just get hit by the puck. The curling puck. Nice idea for an enemy, by the way. So you just have to know to kill that. And who's a clairvoyant anyway? Well, this is a nice mini-boss of sorts. Kind of the same deal as the hippo from Mega Man 4 in a way, with the missiles and how they react. Even though it looks like there's plenty of space, it's really a cramped situation, because he can shoot 2 missiles at the same time. Maybe one would have been enough. But in most cases he'll just kill that enemy pretty fast anyway, it doesn't matter. Rough spot here, but it's the checkpoint, which is nice. I've seen a lot of people just drop down because they tried to slide jump that and it doesn't work. So this I always found pretty fun. The section here is, I think, very nicely done. You can make it easier by breaking those blocks as well. So, and notice your shots go up and down again. It's just like in Mega Man 4 in that dust compartment section. So they added that physics from there, and now it actually comes into play. You can kill this enemy by aiming your shots up and down. Got a secret down there if you break that block. Another E-tank, we don't need it. Nice challenge there, I find. That's a bit excessive, but can be done. Checkpoint is pretty close. It's a shorter stage. The second half here anyway. You can sometimes slide here and not die. Oh, I actually could have done it there. And nobody has yet figured out how that works. Because sometimes you can slide through that gap and sometimes you can't. So there's an invisible block there that you can use to your advantage. So for speedrunners, that's a really high risk versus reward system there. Do you wait all of the count bombs and try to do it that way? Or are you willing to risk it and slide under the count bomb? We can try it again. Let me just save it before so we don't die again. Sometimes the invisible block is there and sometimes it's not. So it's really strange. Nobody really knows what controls it. Oh, there we go. Got through it. I really don't know what controls it. But hey, we got past it. Fun thing to showcase. Blizzard Man is a bit of a weird case. In the sense that the attacks are fine. Like, I like the snowflakes coming from above, but they just formed right on top of me. So there should have been some indication where they're coming from just before they do. Because now they just appear from nowhere and they just crush you sometimes if you're in the wrong spot. When it comes to that attack, you can just hug the wall and jump up. And there's nothing more to it. Kind of a hell-fast job with Blizzard Man. But I don't think it's bad. For a new player, this fight is extremely difficult in my opinion. But once you know what to do again, it kind of falls apart. And he can just corner you like this. He can get so fucking close. You need to get out of the corner as fast as you can. But again, not bad. I'm not a huge fan of Blizzard Man. I think the main problem is the snowflakes. They spawn right on top of you if you're jumping. But I do like, I like some of this and just some other things I don't like. And there, I just turned around and I couldn't jump for some reason. So not only is the jump broken on sliding, sometimes you can't even jump normally. I'm not sure why. It's just a broken mechanic and that's really sad. Because the game is okay otherwise, I really like it. But that's Blizzard Man, not bad. I just, some improvements on those snowflakes in fact would have been great. I do like the animation of his roll attack though, that's nice. Gives you time to react. One of the worst weapons in the game, no doubt about it. Although it does kill spines. That's pretty much the only use for the weapon, like apart from weaknesses, killing spines. Otherwise it's a useless weapon. So here we go, Windman. And the sliding is so bad though. Oh well. Introductions again. this game teaches you very much, and that's what I like. Hitbox is not perfect. The leg extends over the platform and you don't get hit by it. The hitbox work in Mega Man 6 is not the greatest. It's there, but there's a lot of hitboxes that are just kinda almost there, but then you realize that they're not perfect. I think Mega Man 4 does a decent job of the hitboxes. Here's your introduction to the little flying cannon thing. And I think it's a nice room for you to practice on killing enemies while you're going up and down on these propellers. Some could say that this game teaches you too much, but I think it's just fine. The game does become quite easy at times. And again, why does the Blizzard attack use so much weapon energy? That's the problem in this game. The weapons use so much weapon energy, it almost discourages you to use them. That's the problem with them. So, positioning here is okay. Blizzard attack comes in handy though. I really love how you don't need the charge buster anymore. This is rough, man. This is rough here. You're not given any time to battle this cannon. You just have to kinda go and wing it. I like the sensation of danger in this stage. You have to be very careful with your inputs. I've probably added even more spikes on this stage to actually make it a bit more difficult. It's a bit easy at times. Again, introduction A+. You can't die practicing here. Really, the prime examples of making teaching elements in Mega Man 6. Very nicely done. You can even go backwards with those platforms. Because you notice the E-tank up there and you're like, oh, I kinda want that, right? So now you can get it. It's everything is very nicely planned in this game. Nicely done there. Kinda makes you want to try to go to the right because it's open, but I get it. You get that claustrophobic feel if you close everything up. But sometimes it's better to close things up than to leave them open. So here's where the charge buster actually comes in handy. But it's not that good, because you still need to fire twice. So I like that. Again, the graphics very nice. This is a bit of a strange place to put that big eye enemy too. Can't really get hit. I'm not sure what the decision was there. Just have some other enemies there. Panic room, okay. Nothing too bad. Game is a bit on the self-explanatory side. There's not much to actually overly criticize. The game is very calm. The game is very nice when it comes to evaluation. So, main problem in the stage is this part. Try to go up. That bullet is in perfect rhythm of you going up and down. They should have somehow fixed this. I'm not sure how, but that's one of the most irritating parts on the stage. If you mess up the timing the first time, you'll just get hit repeatedly. There's nothing you can do. There's nowhere you can go. Because there's a pan down the left side as well. You can't go back and reorient yourself. You kind of have to commit there. Certainly there could have been a platform there for you to go back without the other panda being there. But it's the last screen of the stage, so have some skill-based maneuvering, I guess. Windman is pretty easy. Unless you're doing something like jet adapter only, you'll realize how hard it is. Because he'll become faster when the fight goes on, and so if you don't have a slide, it's really a problem. It's a fun challenge. Try this boss without sliding. It's a fun challenge. Really, you're just gonna get hit. There's no no way around it. Windman again, a bit underwhelming. And I'm not sure why he has green tits. But that's a story for another time. Windman is too simple. He fires at us way too little, way too seldomly. He's a bit on the easy side. If you want an easy starter stage, I guess Windman would be one for you. Windman is so underwhelming, and the boss is really not that amazing in this game, I find. But I think they're still a bit better than Mega Man 4. I have to give Mega Man 6 that. The bosses, like, some of them are better, not all of them. Windman, not bad, just very boring, very easy, nothing too dangerous. Mega Man 6 in general is a bit on the easy side at times, but that's not a bad thing, I suppose. It's just that Mega Man 4 was so challenging and had a nice pace. Everything was so perfect. It's hard to top that. Especially when Capcom didn't even release this game. Nintendo pushed it. I can maybe see why. Well, since we have some time left, we can go check how Plant Man reacts to the power adapter. He doesn't react, he doesn't do anything too peculiar. He just kinda gets knocked back, and there you can see the pattern kind of breaks. So if you hit him while he's in the air, he'll quickly come down and just fire the plant barrier at you. Fascinating how they coded in stuff like this. Unless it was an accident, but nevertheless, kind of strange. But if you hit him with a normal shot, he doesn't get knocked back. It's only when you charge. So that's that. Let's go check someone else as well. I think the Robot Masters should deal more damage when you come in contact with them. I mean, that's way too little. Okay. This is new. So I think Windman was one of those Robot Masters that go apeshit when you hit them with the power adapter. So we're gonna see about that. Also, one problem I have with Mega Man 6 is that pretty much most of the weapons train so fast that they have so little uses. That's one thing where you're probably not gonna use the weapons that much. Luckily, the powerhouse of Mega Man 6, the Flame Blast here, is 1 weapon energy per use, so that's cool. The spines do die to the Blizzard attack, which is very strange, because that weapon sucks. And then to have a use like that, just weird damage tables. Not thinking straight, in my opinion. I have no idea why a Blizzard attack would kill spines. But, no, well, I'm not a developer. Guess I just don't understand. Flame Blast is like the Metal Blade of this game. So weapon balancing as well, kinda off, because this deals so much damage. But it is ranged, and you're eventually gonna run out of it. It's not like you have 200 fucking uses of it. So at least there's that, but as you can see, you can almost carry an entire stage with it. God, I hate that spot if you mess that up once. He does break off from his... God, I can't slide. Yep. He does break off from his sucking stance. But getting close is another thing. So we can speed up the fight this way quite a lot. Then again, it doesn't do that much damage. Well, the power adapter does different things to different bosses. Mainly, it cancels some enemy patterns. So that's interesting to know. Windman's weapon, not really useful. As I have explained in my weapon video, if you haven't seen that, go check it out in my channel, it's quite recent. The problem with this weapon is that it'll track the enemies up, and you can still get hit by them like that. So you don't get any weapon energy at all. And most of the time you have to fire multiple times. Let's actually go down here. Also, the count bombs have a really weird glitch, as I showed you on the last room, but it is repeatable here as well, where you can jump off the edge of it like that. There's a little invisible platform there. You kind of cling to it sometimes. So, something to fix there. God, this weapon sucks. This belongs in trash, certainly. So let's go check what's in here, because I can't remember. Oh my god, I forgot how bad that positioning is. Then again, it's for a 1-up, so I guess we can excuse it. That's actually a fun item to use against these. I never actually really tried that. So the game does some cool stuff here and there. That's really cool, I think. Then again, you can't slide under the shield attacker, so it's like, apparently you can kill those through the shield as well. So Mega Man 6 does a lot of things right as well. A lot of hidden things that you wouldn't think about necessarily if you didn't try them out. So I think in that regard, it's really cool. The jet adapter, of course, allows you to fly for a moment. Really makes the game a bit too easy at times. Of course, not that useful in Blizzard Man stage. The respawning here is very awkward. They should have brought the shield attacker more to the left. That is really unfortunate. Might as well have some fun when we're playing Mega Man 6. Game's a lot better when you're not using the normal Mega Man Buster, because you can't slide with these items, so you'll forget that that problem exists. So in a sense, you'll have more fun without the slide. Of course, brings a new challenge element as well. But we're here to judge the core game, not necessarily just the items. I don't know why I wanted to go there. Certainly useful in places. Woo! Lizard Man will eat shit. I think the weaknesses are very well thought out. I think for the most part the weaknesses work well. Well, if you agreed on what I said, leave a like. If you disagreed, leave a dislike. I'll catch you next time.